Today, each developer will present their mini app using slides and a live demo, followed by quick feedback from the judge. We have 5 talented developers presenting today. We have Anthony, Chorismo, Abhishek, Ani, and Malik. Each of you will have a 5 minute to present your project using slides, followed by 3 minutes live demo, and then 2 minutes for the judge feedback. Please keep an eye on the time and make sure your screen sharing is ready when it's your turn. Before we start, I will thank our sponsor, and would also like to take this moment to give a big thank you to Anger for this generous support and commitment to empowering builders in the ecosystem. Your contribution made this hackathon and demo day possible. We truly appreciate your belief in developer community. Thank you for helping us bring innovative ideas to life. So I want to say, let's get started with our first presenter, Anthony. The mic is yours. Please share your screen and begin your presentation when you're ready. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, SU. So, my name is Anthony, and I I worked on a project called Nostr Mode. So, Nostr Mode is basically a lightning-powered prediction market for Nostr Post, and it's built in YakiHonne as a compatible smart widget. Is decentralized and uses Nostr Wallet Connect for Lightning payments. So the problem was simply how could users on YakiHonne monetize posts or predictions. Let's just compare this to like poly markets. So I came up with a solution by building a replica of poly market, but on Nostr and as a smart widget on YakiHonne. So it uses sentiment analysis to analyze sentiment of post and score the post using thresholds. And it has a prediction market which up to a 1 minute yes or no market with a zero point 0.6 threshold, and it uses Lightning Network and Lightning Wallet Connect for Lightning payments, for placing bets, and automatic settlements whenever the markets expire. So the core features are real-time sentiment analysis, Nostr Wallet Connect integration, quick markets such as 1 minute market duration, and it works seamlessly with on Yakioni as a smart widget as well. So the tech stacks for this project, for the front end, I used React, TypeScript, Vite, Tailwind, and Sharding UI. For the backend, I used Express.js, PostgreSQL, and Drizzle ORM. And for the Lightning payment connection, I used Lightning Wallet Connect and Yakioni SDK. Then the deployment, I used Vessel and Replit. So the impact of the project is very simple: to monetize sentiment and enhance emotional intelligence on posts on Yakioni and Nostr. So it's fully self-custodial, which means you're in control of your sats and the money. And viral potential, you can share results of the analysis directly to Nostr. So future implementations require future implementations are commit review mechanics. So at the moment, you can see the threshold or the sentiment score before you create a market, which is not supposed to be so. So that's part of being a future implementation for this app. And another feature implementation is creation fee. So there will be a little creation fee that you have to pay before you create a market to avoid spams and enhance honest speculation. So another feature implementation is Oracle agents. There will be bots and trusted users to pick which post can be turned into prediction markets. So I'll be giving a simple demo to how the project works. And although I wasn't able to finish the Lightning integration part of things, but I I kind of built it in such a way that it simulates how the actual project works in real time. So let's go over that. So as you can see, we are connected to YakiHonne, and we are connected as our with our user ID, which means I used YakiHonne SDK for seamless connection. So I'll be going over to I'll be picking a Nostr post ID, and sorry, I think this is a mistake. Okay, so as you can see, the result of this post is it shows the actual post, and this post was authored by Carl BTC. So the sentiment of the post shows negative, which means the post has some negative words, or the post is actually it has a flaw. So we can actually share the analysis on Nostr directly. So if I click on share and I close this widget, I'll realize that the post has been shared. So I think let me go to profile there. Let's think there's a little.
Yes, yes, doing in that. Yeah.
I think I'm looking for. Okay, okay. I think I'll just go back to the smart widgets to store. I don't know why I can't find that. Yeah, it definitely works. Okay, I think my network is a bit bad, so it's kind of slow to respond.
Anthony, I just hope you can refresh your page. It may work. Just try to refresh your page.
This is not opening, so I'll just be using the main domains. And still, yeah, I've been trying to do that, but okay. No, my internet. Okay, I think it should work now. Okay, yeah. So we are back. I also added a ChatGPT assistant to understand better how a post work, or you can chat with the assistant to understand sentiments or understand the whole idea behind the post. So yeah, we'll be going over to the prediction markets. So yeah, you can create a prediction market. I had some issues with the Lightning payment, but I'll be creating like a simulation on how it will work real time. So we could create a prediction market saying, will this post sentiment score be less than 0.5 threshold in the next hour? So we have a 1 minute testing time and a 100 minimum SAT stake and a 10,000 maximum SAT stake, and we go over to create the market. Then a user could come on and bet yes or no on this particular prediction market, and you click on yes. um, an invoice is being created, and that invoice is being paid because you have to use Nostr Wallet Connect to connect your wallet to the mini app, so it deducts payment and holds it till the market is expired. So when the market expires, when the 1 minute is up, it picks the winners and distributes the funds equally. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's how it works basically. Yeah. So like I was saying before, we could share posts from any analysis from the mini app. So if you analyze a post, you could share the results directly to your YakiHonne posts for your friends to like view or see it with hashtag as well. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Anthony, for the presentation. We all know that yeah, that's bad quality of network, but it's okay. Um, that's a great demo. Thank you for that presentation. Now I will hand it over to our Jules for feedback. Jules, feel free to share your thought, questions, or suggestions, or the mini app just presented. Um, you can freely open your mic. Maybe Yunus, Moose, or V, if you have any question.
Go ahead, Moose and Unis. I'll go after you guys.
I don't have any questions on my side. The presentation seems good and the mini app seems great. I think there was a network problem or something like this, so but it's totally fine. Like we can just see it also from our side and see how it goes. It's a really nice idea to have it to see it as a mini app. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony, for the presentation. It was very good. I just have one question. What type of problems did you face when you integrated the SDK to handle the Lightning payment part?
Okay. I am still learning how to use the YakiHonne SDK effectively. So I was doing some research on the project, and I'd have to hold the sats that are being bet. Like if I place a bet, that sat is being sent to a wallet, and when the bet is over, or when the market expires, basically the winners get sats distributed to their wallets, or an invoice gets paid to them. So I was trying to like figure out how to use the Akioni SDK for that particular payment flow. So I'm not actually done with it though, but I'm still trying to like figure out how to do it, or how to create a wallet, how to store sats in it, and how to like automate the payment when the market expires or something like that. So that's just basically the major issue I faced.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Good job, nonetheless.
Thanks, Anthony. Really good demo. Made the whole use of the mini apps. My only question is the sentiment tracker. In the example that you used, it marked the word flaw. And in the original poster's words, actually, the flaw was not a negative sentiment in that story. So I don't know if that affects in the outcomes.
Yeah. If you check, I was supposed to use ChatGPT or OpenAI to analyze sentiments of posts, but if you check in the mini app, I think I can share my screen a bit. I put a note on the mini app just for some humor on the mini app. Why? Okay, so I put too broke to pay for OpenAI API. So yeah, I was supposed to use OpenAI API for that, but I couldn't because it cost some money. So I had to use an npm package called sentiment.js, but it's not really accurate. So I think in the near future I'll be changing that to using AI actually to analyze post sentiments.
Fair enough. That explains it. Thank you, Anthony.
I think everything is good, guys. Do you have any other questions from your side? Or I can probably process to the next. It's all good.
All good on my side.
Okay. So Anthony, thanks for the presentation. It was a really great demo. And yeah, we'll go back to you later. And we will move on, guys, now to the next, but we will move on. Thanks for all Jaws for the valuable feedback. And let's move on to our next developer and see what they've built. We will start with Annie. The other both team, Annie and Evans. We'll start with the second one developer, Annie. You're up next, please. Go ahead and share your screen to begin your presentation and the live demo. Thank you. Anya and Evans, you're here? Okay, that's great. Your mic is muted.
Okay, thank you. How are you guys? Hope you can hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's good.
Just a minute. So I'll be taking you through a widget called YakiHonne. It's a TLDR widget, an AI summarizer that helps you summarize the long notes posted on YakiHonne. Our content will be just what is YakiHonne, the problem, the solution, how it works, the core features, the roadmap, and our team. So what is YakiHonne? YakiHonne is an AI-powered widget that summarizes the Nostr content in real time. It helps the readers to quickly digest the long-form post and the complex threads. So our vision is to become a foundational cross-platform summarization layer for the entire decentralized web, making an open network accessible to the global audience. So the problem that we saw was that the Nostr network is experiencing explosive growth. While this signals success, it also creates a critical user experience challenge. One, there is low readership on long articles. There is hard to follow threads on small screens like the mobile phones. Also, the readers are overwhelmed by the volume in the curation client. You get that an article has like a 1 hour read time. It gives an overwhelming motion to the reader, which is not good at all. So we came up with a solution by building YakiSum, which is a tool that implements the TL and DR, the too long and don't read summaries, to increase engagement from the users. So YakiSum also summarizes complex conversations, specifically the long forms articles, into beautiful notes. It also provides digests to help readers process news faster and covers more content. So we'll go to the next stage of how YakiSum works. First, when you enter the YakiSum platform, you get the AI agent. The next step, you ask it what you want, like what article you're looking for, anything related in the decentralized world. You ask it any question, the AI will be thinking. After that, you get the results where you'll find 812 articles. That's just an example of the finding. After that, you'll pick on the article you would like to be summarized, and it will show you the summarized version of the article that you chose. Under the summarized version, there's a button for clicking where you can save it as favorite, or you can repost it to YakiHonne as your notes. So here is the repost page of the article, where you can also tag you can put hashtags, and also you can find the original ID of the original post. You can also copy the ID, and if you want to check the original post, you can just go and check it. Yeah, and repost or cancel if you want. So apart from that, there's also a dashboard where you can see the history and the saved items. Yeah, so that's just how it works, apart from the demo, which I'll be showing in a few after the presentation. So our core features, this includes the AI-powered summarization, where I've said YakiSum summarizes the articles in real time. There's comprehensive search. It searches through all Nostr's articles to find meaningful and relevant information for the user. There's also the repost and publish. You can repost your articles once you've summarized them. You can also save your summaries and check your histories. There's also the easy to embed widget. It's a lightweight widget designed for seamless integration into the YakiHonne platform. And just to add our tech stack, we used Next.js and the YakiHonne Smart Widget Handler in the SDK part. So next, the roadmap. So this is just what we are, just to make it clear, YakiSum is completely functional. These are just our future makes that we feel like we need to add to improve YakiSum. There'll be improved UX mobile optimization, which enhances the user's experience, and to remove the frictional to adoption, especially on the mobile devices. We are also planning on adding multilingual and sentiment analysis. We've gotten the issue of now that Nostr is a cross-platform. It doesn't just use people from one state or people of one language. So we need it to be multilingual, where it can interpret all languages globally. Yeah, and also we are planning on integrating the Lightning payment, where we introduce a sustainable model for YakiSum by accepting direct support through the Lightning network payments that will support YakiSum as a platform. Yeah. So meet my team. We are a team of 2, Evans and Anne. Okay, and thank you. I'll just go direct to the live demo. Yeah. So let me start here, and so that you can see that. that it uses the it uses the SDK for YakiHonne. So here a user just used it a minute ago. Let's just start afresh. So you'll be asked, try asking me about, let's find articles about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. The AI will be thinking, finding the articles. Give it time.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so apparently it has found 1,389 articles. So on the platform, it will just show 5 articles, but you can see there's this feature for showing more if you want to continue going through what you want to search. So in this case, let's look at this article. We choose this one so that it can summarize for us. Yeah, here it summarizes the article. Summary for the mobile phone insurance market trend. Yeah, that one. So again, I wanted to show you this feature here that you can copy the hashtags if you want. So you can go here, like, repost, come add the hashtags. Yeah, as many hashtags as you want, then repost to YakiHonne. Yeah. And let's say if it was an article that's in Chinese, I don't know what language that is, but let's see if it will summarize. Yeah, it also summarizes it, but it will summarize it in English. So that's in our future implementation. We want to make it summarize in the same language, so it becomes multilingual platform. Yeah, and it's completely functional. As you can see, we've used the YakiHonne SDK, receiving the data. Yeah. And we also deployed it on the smart widgets. Yeah, so it's working. That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was really clean and great demo from you, Annie. Thanks for the presentation. Thanks for the slides and the demo. We'll go back to you guys, to George. Any words coming from you?
I just have a question. How did you manage to get that amount of articles that fast, which is related to a certain subject in Nostr? Like, are you using relay subscription, or what kind of way that led to get like 1,300 results in a matter of minutes or two based on a keyword search?
It just searches directly with filters.
Filters using hashtags, or what kind of filters?
It searches through the Nostr articles, all of them, and they are stopwords. We gave it our code stopwords. Yeah, so it searches through them, the stopwords.
So basically, this is
hashtags also, but also articles with no hashtags can also just be brought about.
Yeah, but in which way these articles are found? Like, is it possible to open these articles and check them from the mini app directly, or just to summarize straightforward?
Okay, the most we could do was just get the post ID for the original post or original article, but we couldn't find the link to the original ID, the original article. But you can copy the post ID and search it in YakiHonne and you'll find the article.
So basically, you just type in the keyword you're looking for, then the AI gonna do some processing to retrieve these articles, and it's gonna find the results based on the keyword you just input, right?
Yes.
And all results are related to the keyword itself.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Oz. V or Moose?
And which API are you using? As in which AI API or which bot?
I use Gemini.
Got you.
Okay, great. Moose?
I think it's pretty much for a good job on the mini app. That's all from my part.
Okay, great. Okay, Annie, it was really great demo from your side. Really great mini app. Thank you for the presentation. We will move on now, guys, to the next one, so we don't take like much time from you. Okay, so we have the next one. It will be Abhishek. Abhishek, can you just try to share your screen and yeah, the mic is yours.
Yeah, sure thing.
Take your time.
Hope I'm audible. Yeah, I hope my screen's visible, guys.
Yeah.
All
we
right.
can see it. We can see it. Yeah.
I'll just go ahead. Cool. Hey guys, how you doing? So I'm Abhishek. You might have seen me poking around on Telegram under the handle Bay Harbor Baker, and I'm going to be presenting my app that I built for the hack called Nostr. It's a not so clever portmanteau of Nostr and Chrono. You'll find out why in a bit. Before I tell you what the actual app is, I'll go through a bit of the conceptualization process I went through and some of the ideas that I had to discard. So the initial idea, of course, looking at the name, Agentic Mini Apps, I thought of going for an AI-based app. But the ideas I came up with were a bit generic, something like summarization, chatbot. And I felt I wanted to build a little bit more utility to the YakiHonne ecosystem. So I started going through the different NIPs and trying to figure out what's not on our platform yet. Poked around on Telegram, actually, I think I pinged Unes and I found out that NIP 52 is not yet on our client. So I thought, why not build a mini app for that? And out of that deliberation came Nostr. So NIP 52 is basically calendar events. And the mini app is a way to bring the functionality of calendar events to YakiHonne. I think they're a great addition, and they blend the experience of content sharing with event scheduling. So what we mean by calendar events is actual real world events or online meetings or something like that that you would post on Nostr for your fellow users of the network to join. I'll just quickly touch on the tech stack before I get to the features of the app itself. It's a clean Next.js front end. I've used Hero UI, previously Next UI basically, and Tailwind to try to quickly spin up a good looking website. And of course, integrated the YakiHonne Smart Widget Handler for communication with the client, and use the Nostr SDK as well separately for fetching, filtering, and sorting events as I have to display them, right? So I'll just not take up too much more of your time, quickly touch on the features. I'll elaborate more on these in the demo itself. As for a quick touchdown on what they are, you can create your own calendar events, put them on the network for other people to view and join. You can also specify participants for your events with specific roles, anything you see in IP52. You can go out and explore events that are upcoming, and you can RSVP for those events. You can also search for them using hashtag. And you can also view the events that you have created and find out who has RSVP'd for them and also sort that list as well. The best feature, in my opinion, that I've implemented is actually thematic calendars. So you can find the events that you have RSVP'd for and sort them into calendars and actually have a neat little calendar view in which you can actually organize the stuff you RSVP'd for. So I'll just show you a few of the screens that I have made. Of course, the demo will be more complete, but as you can see, we can search for upcoming events by other users. We can create our own calendar events. We can view who's RSVP'd for our events as well, along with the event details. We can ourselves RSVP for events, of course, accept tentative decline, something like that. And given a list of your RSVPs, you can also make your own calendars. So for example, if you have maybe 3 or 4 events related to Bitcoin, so you can create a calendar called Bitcoin Meetups and maybe put it up into your own calendar view, and you can keep track of that through this tab. So those are sort of the screens that we have going here. I'll just quickly get to the future plans. I do have some future plans to make to contribute better to this app. Event deletion. So it actually follows NIP09, the addressable and deletable events. So also had the ability to delete any events that you make. I think this extends to calendars and also better UX, of course. So the search function can still be improved. And the overall responsiveness of the app can be improved, maybe with subscriptions to relays or smarter fetching, something like that. This is another feature that I could add, that is we can basically add participants for our calendar events. So maybe somebody who has been added as a participant can get an invitation or something like that so that they can easily RSVP. So that feature could also be added. And apart from that, there are a couple ideas that I had while conceptualizing the process. So for example, I thought of an app about AI-powered content management, so something like creating different personas and posting through them to try to have a control over your social media, and also an IP34, which basically brings the features of Git to a Nostr client. So things like that could also be implemented in the future. And yeah, those are my future plans. Yeah, thank you. So that would be a pretty quick presentation. I think I'll move on as soon as possible to the live demo. So I have it deployed here under the name of Nostr. I'll just click onto it. So we have our user details fetched. And as you can see, we can view any upcoming events on the Nostr network. So that keeps going for a bit. Lazy loads, obviously. So you can click onto an event and actually find out its details. Yeah, just go on to something that has an image for a little bit of an aesthetic purpose. So we can go through the events, who the participants are, and we can also RSVP for them. I've already RSVP'd for this. So I'll go ahead and RSVP for the Nostr PHX event. I'll go ahead and accept it. This is a bit of a cue taken from Moose. Usually, previously, I didn't actually have this. It would just show this on queue. Anyways, moving on. So that's also, there is a search field. So I could go ahead and type Bitcoin. It filters by hashtags, and it gives me all Bitcoin-related events. So that feature is also present. Moving on, as I said before, you can see the events that you have created. So for example, if I go up to this event, this is an event that I have created. I can view who has RSVP'd for it. So this is my alt. I can see the pub key of the person who's RSVP'd. Similarly, I can go and check on my own RSVPs. So for example, the previous events that we RSVP'd for. So for example, Nostr PHX shows up here. And yeah, so this just helps keep a track. We can create our own events, of course, as I mentioned earlier. So they're either time-based or date-based. I'll just go for date-based. So we can go ahead and type any sort of event here, YakiHonne meetup, something like that. We can add a description, start date, end date. So I can just go ahead and say 24th, since it's not 24th. You can order a location. Of course, these are arbitrary. These are not actually used for filtering. It's more of metadata for the event itself. Add your hashtags. You can also invite participants. And you can sort of create your own event. So that works as well. Now, the sort of key feature that I've implemented towards the latter half of the hackathon was calendars. So basically, it shows up all your RSVP events. So for example, Nostr PHX, we just RSVP'd for this. So I can maybe create a sample calendar, something like that. And I can select some events to be added to this calendar. And I can create a calendar for myself. And I can also view all the calendars that I've created. And if I go into such a calendar, it will actually show me a neat calendar-based view on what events I have on what days, along with their timing, if there is any timing. There seems to be a double fetching here. I do not know why that is, but yeah, this is sort of the idea behind it. You have a view on switching between years or whatnot. We also have an event on August, so on and so forth. So this is the functionality I've implemented so far: calendars, events, RSVPs, and also looking up by hashtag. So here you can see that some of those UX improvements actually come into play. Maybe if we have less hashtag based and a more, what do you say, keyword based search, or maybe subscription, so that this field, so this sort of view updates in real time. Things like that could be added in the future. But right now, this is my POC. It's up on YakiHonne for anybody who wants to try it. Yeah, and that'll be it from my end.
Okay, Abhishek, that was very great. Thank you for the clear demo and slides presentation of the Bitcoin Nostr app, mini app. It was great to see how thoughtfully the features were designed and presented. Well done on bringing such a solid and well-executed project to the demo day. So yeah, I want to say, do you have any questions, Judge? From your part?
From my side, I don't have any questions. Like, it's straightforward, and it's the best case to use mini apps, especially for this kind of Nostr events, because there's not that much Nostr clients for the calendars and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty much a good use case for it. Yeah. So good job, Abhishek. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you, Yunus. Moose?
Yeah, I think it's a good app. It's a good additive to the YakiHonne platform, since we don't support yet the calendar NIP. And yeah, I'm good for my part. Good job.
That's great.
Thank you, Moose.
V?
Really good presentation, Abhishek. I think there is a huge empty space for apps that do calendars in the Nostr ecosystem. And this hits close because of organizing so many meetups and switching from Meetup to Eventbrite to Luma to Satlantis. All of them have big issues, and I think this has great potential. My only question is the future things that you've planned, the addition of invite lists. Is there a way for that to be hidden, so only the organizer can have access to the npubs that have subscribed to certain events or calendars or whatnot? And is there an option to edit calendars as a user?
Yeah, so sorry, I think there's an echo. 1 second. Yeah, so going through the NIPEV, I don't think there's a way to edit existing calendar events. But as for invitations, I think there's a privacy feature. I'll have to research more, because after I had implemented the add participants feature quite late, and I didn't go through exactly what the scope would be on the visibility of the invitees. But I'll definitely check into that, because that could be a good feature.
Cool. I'm happy to discuss more on this offline if you give me a ping, because I've put on like a lot of thought into what the perfect Eventbrite or Meetup or Luma on Nostr would be. I think this is really good potential. So yeah, hit me up.
Absolutely. You got it.
Okay. That's really great, Abhishek. The demo day. We'll proceed with the next one. Is the last one for today demo. So we have Balogan Malik. The stage is yours. You can open your mic. And yeah, feel free.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Can you hear me clearly?
We can hear you, Balogan.
Awesome. So unfortunately, I don't have a slide because I'm currently in transit. I'm joining from somewhere. I am currently far away from my workspace. So I'll just go straight to the demo and explain what the application is for. So, all right, my name is Malik, and I am a software engineer from Nigeria. I built YakiHonne to solve a critical problem that I faced. So few weeks ago, or let me say a month, I wanted to deploy a smart widget, a basic smart widget on YakiHonne to test it out at first. So I was trying to find a way to start, but every material I was finding were meeting me from a technical standpoint, not from the most basic area. So I had to dug deeper again, and yes, I was able to find the solution. And yes, I tried out a smart widget. And from there, I got more interested and wanted to create a clone of an application that I already built. It's a Bitcoin analytics tool that you can use to track the price of Bitcoin in various African currencies and etc. So I wanted that. I wanted an extension of that on YakiHonne, but that was where I got the the knowledge of tool action. I got to understand all these things. But I believe there are some people who still haven't, got or couldn't really wrap their hand around what's the concept of building smart widgets or tools or mini apps on YakiHonne is. So I thought, oh, why don't I create something like a chat GPT, but for YakiHonne? And that's where Yakiwi comes from. So right now, I'll go and show the demo of YakiHonne. Please confirm if you can see my screen. I'll be doing that from my phone. I don't have access to my PC right now. But can you see my screen?
Yep, we can see it.
Awesome. This is YakiHonne, your friendly AI assistant for YakiHonne API. So the idea is you can, someone who does not have technical knowledge or someone who is not too technical can also deploy a YakiHonne smart widget. Of course, there's the template and etc. But some people just have idea and they want to type it and get the results. So yeah, I have a couple of examples that I've laid out. So let me say, this is one. How do I build this a smart widget that tells joke? So this is just one of the example. And the application will build, or let me say, it will generate a code that can be used to build something like that, and that can be easily published on the YakiHonne, on Nostr, or on YakiHonne as a smart widget. Currently, it will not work because I'm on mobile phone, but it was implemented on PC to connect to Albi, and which can be used to push to Nostr. So yes, that is. Someone can think of something they would like to build and type in the prompts. Like this, and ask YakiHonne to build. Oh, I think I have. So it will generate a simple, based on the prompts, it generates a widget code, etc., that can be easily in one click deployed on YakiHonne as a smart widget. So yes, so the app is built with Next.js and powered by Gemini JetKit API. So the team, I am the only one building this, and yes, that is the end of my demo. So on future plans, the application is using Gemini API. So we will have to create a much more robust database for for query and sample templates and etc. So yeah, thank you. That's the end of my demo.
Thank you, Malik. We really appreciate your demo. Thank you for the quick demo. So we jump again to our judge if they have any questions, if you have any suggestions.
Yeah, hello, Baragan. Thank you for your presentation. Just wonder what can be published as a smart widget, but the code is shown as an HTML. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this defies the structure of a smart widget, which is initially in event from from Nostr. This is the first part. The second part is embedding or using the connection using the extension, where we provide the YakiHonne SDK to eliminate this part and use the SDK as a login, how to say, gateway between the host and your app without the need to add your implementation of the Maple 7 login. This is my question.
Okay, so I got the first question correctly. I mean, clearly, but I couldn't get the second question clearly. So can you just reiterate the question and I'll answer both
Yeah, the second
together?
question was why didn't you use the YakiHonne SDK directly to let the connected user log in to your mini app rather than implementing it by yourself?
Can you please paraphrase? I'm sorry, I don't get it.
I mean, it's an extra step by implementing the Maple 7 in your application without the use of YakiHonne SDK because we provide this initially as a login option in the SDK.
Okay. Yes. Oh, so let me start from the first question. The whole code generated here, some of it are just boilerplate, the UI and etc. Of course, and it used the smart widgets YakiHonne SDK as well. It's also used in the implementation. So the whole idea is just to make sure that someone who is not that who can write a CSS or can write an HTML but has an idea of something they want to do can come here. The application works. Yakiwi works the old implementation and get it ready for deployment. Then for the deployment, let me say for publishing, it finds the person's extension, like maybe a Nostr extension or RB extension that then that is used to access the Nostr by the person initially, so that when you launch a smart widget, you have your public key, then the artifacts and etc. So I think it is then the public key that will be used to sign the implementation and the publishing. So on the second one, I think I've summarized both questions into one answer. Is my answer good enough for the question?
Yeah, I've tried the your mini app before, and when I tried to execute the code, the mini app responds with a string or an HTML code as a string. And initially, from the specification, this will be used to be published in a note. So I don't get the purpose of the application.
Oh, okay. Yes. So this is just like for the demo, and so it's something that I will work on and make sure it's perfect. I mean, when it comes to the publishing but just to get the idea out and get a demo of the implementation of what it will look like when there is a properly deployed live application.
To deploy the generated code, or what exactly?
Yes. So the idea is you have the code, which is all these HTML, CSS, the UI, and etc., and probably the basic function of the application of the smart widgets. Let me say. So it's much more easier to then copy and use in your code base, create an application for it, then and generate the artifacts from the normal way, or then we fine-tune Yakiwi to make sure that it works on the background to create all these things like on auto, auto implementation, and then can just do the deploying in one click. Just like automating the manual process instead of then doing it as a manual deploying. You have the code, then you generate the artifact, you add it in as a well-known, and then you add to the YakiHonne preview, all those steps one by one. Instead of that, we work everything into YakiHonne to make sure that once the code is generated, then the preview is done, and the user can deploy it in one click on, or make it live in one click or as a smart widget on YakiHonne.
I'm still a little bit confused, to be honest.
Okay, so when you create a smart widget and you want it to be live on YakiHonne, you have to follow several steps. Like, okay, you have your app, you have the UI is working. For example, let me explain how I worked Yakiwi. So I created the application, and when I want to deploy it on, make it let me say available as a smart widget on YakiHonne, I added a well-known and generated artifact from or is it manifest? Yes, manifest. I added it, and I added the application icon, the public key, and etc. All those stuff like that. And then from there, I went to the make the live app, and then I made it live on YakiHonne on as a smart widget, which will then be available to use. So instead of manually doing all those stuff, what YakiHonne wants you to do is you have an idea, you type the prompt in the application, then the idea generates the UI and the and also it uses the smart widget SDK to create anywhere that it's necessary to have the smart. Probably you want to do Zap, you want to do just button and etc. So it works all those things out, and also implements a way for you to manually, like in just one click, you can also make it available on YakiHonne as a smart widget. So instead of you going through a couple of several steps, we just couple everything and process everything at once from the YakiHonne chat, or let me say from the YakiHonne application. So this is not like the full implementation of this is not like a proper working, but something that to represent the idea, and then we can always fine tune and make and work on something that will make it the proper life application or the proper life idea.
So it's a bot assistant to help you create a mini app that can be added as a smart widget later, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah. Okay. This is a long shot, by the way. It won't be easy to achieve fully, because creating a complete application from the ground from will take some time.
Yes. So another thing that can be done is, that it can be used for is to help people understand some basics of. For example, I listened to one of the engineers while he was demoing, and he said he had a couple of he couldn't get like an idea of something in the smart widget SDK. So you can use the YakiHonne to understand that concept as well. So you just type in the prompt. So I want to understand this from the YakiHonne API or from the YakiHonne smart widget SDK, and the application outlines a detailed example or a detailed explanation of what you can do, etc., and gives you, it's more like a faster way to learn about building YakiHonne or building on YakiHonne or building smart widgets.
Yeah, right. Okay, I think this is it from my part.
Okay. Thank you, Moose, and thanks, Balong. Let's move to V. If you have any suggestions or feedback or any questions.
No, I think Moose got most of them. So yeah, I think this is Moose expertise area. So yeah, good for me.
Yeah, that's great. Eunice, anything from your side?
I'm good. That's it.
Okay, that's great. So just if you have any supports or any words want to say